Hey everybody, it's Pastor Tiffany coming to you with our daily check-in. It is Wednesday, September 2nd, 2020. Another gorgeous day outside that God has given to us. Woo! Alrighty. To whose house did Peter go after being released from prison? The answer is Mary's. That is found in Acts chapter 12, verses 11 and 12. Way to go, Eva! Alrighty. Who said, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick"? Who said it is not the healthy that need a doctor, but the sick? If you think you know, let me know. Alrighty, so here's the thing. I've been trying to figure out what I can do to make these check-ins somewhat fun, a little different all the time, so that it's not just me saying, hey, here's a trivia question and here's a whole bunch of announcements. So I was talking with Charlotte about this, trying to figure out some things we can do, and she said, hey, I've got something that I can share with everyone. So here's what's going to happen for the next, I don't know, week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. Charlotte's going to share with you every day a little bit. I will come on, I will do the trivia, I will do the announcements, and then I will turn it over to Charlotte and she will share with you. So she's got a great thing she's doing on the 23rd Psalm and taking it verse by verse. So that's going to be cool. Alrighty, we will start that today. Okay, but get to the announcements first. So today we had a big old bus in our parking lot. Woo! Hey, there were 10 slots. 8 of them were filled up. Way to go, Morning Star. Alrighty. So yes, people gave today. That is awesome, 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 awesome. Alrighty. Let's see. Next thing is worship in the park on Sunday. Today is the deadline to get in your box lunch orders. So if you've not done that yet, please do that before midnight, because tomorrow Erica is going to tell me how many of each thing we need and all that kind of stuff. I'm not quite sure how she has it all set up, but that's what that's what we're going to do. So get those in. Alrighty. I want to make sure I leave plenty of time for Charlotte. That's the nearest thing that's coming up is Sunday. Then after that, the next Saturday, we're going to have our picnic here. Bring whatever food you want to eat, whatever drink you want to have, a chair if you want to sit in a chair, a blanket if you want to sit on the ground, however you want to do it. We're just going to have a picnic and enjoy one another's company. Alrighty. So that's what's going on in the next couple weeks here at Morning Star. You are invited to do it all. Do not forget our bed blitz. We want to make sure kids who don't have beds get beds. So mail it in or drop it on Sunday if you're here. Whichever works best for you. Just make sure we are fully aware of what it is for. Alrighty. That's what I have for you. Now listen to Charlotte.
Hi there, my name is Charlotte and I do attend Morning Star, but you haven't seen me for the last few months because I work at a retirement community and haven't been coming in person. So I look forward to being with you all again in person soon. Meanwhile, I was chatting with Pastor Tiffany about a sermon that I recently preached about Psalm 23 because I'd been thinking about it for a few months and really kind of rolling around this question in my head: how is God helping us right now? And a note in advance, if you hear some whining in the background, I have a dog and she's been seeing something out the window all day, so she may be whining a little bit, but hopefully she'll be quiet enough not to get in the way. So I have just something every single day for probably the next week or so that's going to be centered around Psalm 23 and around the theme of how is God helping us right now. So I wanted to just start by reading the psalm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long. So let's begin. How are you today? It's amazing how different things are now than the last time that I joined you all for worship. And yet, Scripture has had meaningful things to say to us this whole time. Whether we gather together, whether we gather virtually, and whether, like we have been recently, we do a blend where some of us are there in person and some of us are watching online. So, as I thought about this sermon on Psalm 23, I talked with a pastor friend of mine, and we thought, how do we describe Psalm 23? How do we describe it as a scripture? And the best way that we could think of to do that is this. It's not complicated, but it's very rich. So over the next number of days, we're just going to explore that richness together. And I pray that there's something in the richness of Psalm 23 that you can pick up and take with you each day. So to get us started, Psalm 23 is probably very familiar to you. You may have heard it read at funerals, but it's not really a scripture about death. Although it certainly comforts us during times when we may be facing death ourselves, or maybe are grieving the loss of a loved one. But it's a psalm for living. It talks about how God is with us during life, about how we eat and drink, about how we sleep and where we look for our sense of security. And that is some pretty earthy, everyday stuff. So stay tuned. We'll get to explore more. We'll get into the psalm itself. But for today, your tidbit of the day is that Psalm 23 really is a psalm for life. So we'll get to explore that together. Hope you stay tuned. Bye-bye.
It has been great coming to you today, and until I see you again tomorrow, may God richly bless you.